Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dunk. This is another update video. First, I want to show off something that I forgot to mention yesterday in the last update video. This is a change that I made that is in build 80.19, 80.19, and that is to alloys. And we can look at that. We'll start by just throwing a bronze ingot our into our crucible here. And normally, if we were going to try and make a bronze alloy, this would be very bad. You couldn't have bronze in your bronze alloy, your alloy of copper and tin, because that would ruin it. And some people are complaining about that, and I kind of agreed with them. Now, you can't treat bronze as a mixture of copper and tin because there is a range. There would be mathematically, there's an exploit where, for example, you could make infinite bronze with only a single piece of cassiterite, which would be bad. So instead, we're just leaving it as bronze, just like this. Let's say we throw in some copper. And now you see, look, so we have our ratio of 10% tin, 90% copper, and now, but also with bronze, like we have basically 1 ingot's worth of tin and copper bronze and 1 ingot of bronze, and that makes just straight up bronze there, and we can pull that out. So that is something that you can do now, and I hope that helps with some stuff. You can throw bronze into your crucible with your other stuff as long as your other metals do add up to a valid recipe for an alloy. Having the alloy itself in the mix won't cause any issues. So the real reason that I'm actually re-releasing today is that the release yesterday contained a bug where it would not function in multiplayer, and of course that's a problem. And it was a really simple bug. It was just there was a field that was client-side only, and so if you try to run a server, it complains that that field doesn't exist. So just getting rid of that makes it work. But of course, I was working on stuff today, and that is, I guess, getting included in this update. So lucky you guys, you get some stuff. One other thing I have been doing recently is I've been changing the color of dirt just because I thought it looked really dusty and sort of desaturated. So I've been trying out some new colors. And I guess there's a lava pool. But the new stuff I've been working on is, this tree generation. So we saw the pine tree last time generating, and now we have a lot of the other types of trees generating as well with these branch mechanics. There are still some normal trees like this, but we do have big trees as well. So you can see, big trees have the branches. So these are like the thinner logs. These are the thicker logs. So, of course, I haven't, completely done it yet, but it's a transitional period, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, you can see, see, I don't like to do this in creative mode. Let's actually get rid of that. The branches aren't really supposed to be broken in creative mode. It causes some issues, especially with because they kind of expect to be growing out of something, and in creative mode they can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, in fact, you know what, let's I can see we actually got some cold protection from the forge down there while we were hanging out down there. Let's make an axe, and we'll just chop down a couple trees just to see what that's like. Alright, so let's chop down a little one. Oh, getting a little, it's hot here, so let's just chop down this tree. Oh, there was also a bug in the previous release where chopping down these trees would not do much durability damage to your axe, so that has been fixed. And now we can try to chop down one of these larger trees. I'm not sure if we'll get the whole thing. just because we already have a damaged axe and these are quite large. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, we barely got anything out of that. Yeah, it's mostly these over here. And that would be why we'd have to make another axe and finish the job. But that's pretty much par for the course in TFC. That's been a mechanic for a long time. But yeah, so plans with these trees eventually. The whole point of having these branching mechanics is so that, although this looks kind of jungle-like, I've seen some palm trees hanging around, but yeah, like right there. In climates that have seasons, like winter and stuff, these trees will eventually be, losing their leaves in the fall, the autumn, and growing them back in the winter. And the reason that isn't really possible before is that, we just have these just sticks, right? Like, how do you know where to put the leaves and what shape to put them in, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to be growing leaves like down here. You want to grow them up there. So it was kind of confusing how exactly to do that. But when we have branches, and in fact, the way that these trees grow their leaves is that each of these little thinner sticks at the end of each branch is what grows leaves around it. And so that way we know exactly where the leaves are allowed to grow. We can very easily, at any time of the year, any point we want, tell it that it needs to regrow them. And so that is why this will make it much easier to have seasons, I think, look a lot better. Because being from Canada, when it is wintertime, deciduous trees lose their leaves and they're bare, whereas in TFC and TFC Plus, it has always been that they keep their leaves. They go a little brownish, but they keep them on. And that always seemed a bit odd to me. So that is why I've been planning this change for more than a year. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll probably be releasing this hopefully sometime tonight. See you next time.